So we would like to, let me get him spotlighted here. We would like to welcome Drew. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can everybody hear me? It just, okay, wonderful. It popped up a thing that said, hey, join audio to speak. And I went, oh no, what have I done? Good morning, everybody. It is 9 a.m. as previously mentioned. Thank you for joining me to talk a little bit about warm-ups. So full disclosure, this is my very first presentation as regional faculty. So I predictably overthought everything. So I just want to say off the bat, this is my opinion and the way that I'm thinking about warm-ups, but I would love your thoughts as well as we go forward. As I was thinking about designing this, I'm like, warm-ups for section leaders. We're trying to get people, well, we'll talk about that in a little bit, but essentially, there's no one right way to do it. I'm going to give you my ideas. So, and now I will do the ritual of sharing the screen. And there it is. Beautiful. Okay. Welcome to High Impact Warm-Ups with me, connecting to the musician within. Good morning. Yes, now is a good time to take a drink of that coffee. So my goal today, as I was thinking about this, is to help you feel prepared to get a group of people warmed up and singing together. So I've come up with 5 steps to hit on the way to make sure that the people that you're warming up are ready to make awesome music afterwards. And I very briefly have 3 thoughts on ways that you can make your warm-ups more engaging, more successful. But first, hi, it's me. As previously mentioned, my name is Drew. I'm currently the music director of the Pride of Portland Chorus. This is us at a rehearsal last month, all outside. I also work with Rachel Pack as co-directors of the Harmony Explosion Northwest Youth Barbershop Camp. I've been a section leader a lot, probably for about 16 years or so, on and off. And I am a director, but section leaders, like, that's where my heart lives, is where the work really happens in getting the chorus working. So I'm really happy to be talking to all of you today. Okay, so I wanted to just ask you, and you can just unmute and shout it out a little bit. This is a little getting us started. So why are warm-ups important in your mind? What is it about it that is important to you?
Developing your unit sound.
I love that. Developing unit sound. Great.
Getting my brain and my voice engaged together.
Yeah, that's right. Getting out of wherever you were and into singing mode. I love that. A couple more.
Getting the whole chorus in the same area, the same framework, not just individual voices, pulling us all together.
I love that. Yeah, out of many, making one group that moves together. I love that. We got anybody else? One more thought?
Here and now.
Yes, getting in the here and now. Oh, I love this. You're reading my mind with where we're going today. So there's a lot of reasons that we warm up. Here's my thoughts on the subject. One, the warm up, we always do a warm up at the beginning of a rehearsal or getting ready for a performance, or when we get together in a sectional. We're trying to, as was previously mentioned, get from people walking around in the world and then reconnecting with all of our musicianship. And we want to pop out the other side feeling ready to make meaningful music. So this is something that happens at every rehearsal. Hi, dog. So it's something you want to sort of develop as a ritual to get people comfortable making that transition. It's Also, because it's something we do every single time, we want to remind and practice fundamentals. So as a section leader, you would want to work with your music team to know, hey, what are the things that we would like to have the singers that are being warmed up, what are the things that we want to remind them of? What are our long-term goals? Directors will love being asked this sort of thing eventually, because it helps bring everybody together in the same place. So we'll talk about fundamentals a little bit later, but we can never practice standing, breathing, engaging the voice enough. There will always be room for improvement. On top of that, this is a great time to mix in skills that might be hard on repertoire. Maybe there's a tough rhythm, or there's a high section, or some weird jumps or dynamics. If you're, especially as a section leader, if you're warming up, you say your section and you know that you've got a new piece of music that's got a particularly high bit on it, it would be great to work in some exercises that are going to float you up towards that part of your range to help people get prepared so that they're not jumping straight in. And finally, the warm-up is so important because it sort of sets the bar, or the vibe, as I said here, for the rest of the session. So how focused the warm-up is, how engaged we can be with each other, what we're asking of people as we're transitioning from outside rehearsal to inside rehearsal really sets us up for how we do the rest of the rehearsal. So if you're running a sectional, you're also sort of have a chance to influence the entire rehearsal at that point. So it's important to be thinking about exactly what your warm-up is going to look like. Okay, so these are the 5 steps that I came up with for starting outside of rehearsal and being ready to sing. We want to connect to all the pieces of ourselves that let us make music together. We want to connect to the present moment. We want to connect to our breath and body. We want to connect to our resonance. We want to connect to each other. And we want to connect with our heart. If we got all 5 of those things, we're ready to sing and make some music. So I figured that since we're all here talking about warm-ups, what better thing to do than to stand up together and do a little bit of warm-up, and then we'll have some discussion. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get on our feet. It's time to get connected. Okay. Oops. So actually, I'm going to flip back to the previous page. And we're going to go through this piece by piece. Okay. So it's the morning. All of us are just woken up. Now is a beautiful time to get connected to the present moment. So if you will, for a second, just sort of shake yourself out gently a little bit. Bounce your weight around on your feet. We want to sort of get back into our body. Go ahead and take a good breath and blow that out. Take one more good breath. Really just allow your body to inflate. And blow that all the way out. Okay. So we're going to get connected to our body. So we're going to start up with the ground. Go ahead and close your eyes if you would real quick. And feel the contact between the ground and your feet. We want to sort of feel what our feet feel like from the inside out. Can you wiggle your big toes? Feel what that feels like? How about your second toe? And your third toe? See if you can hold them all in your mind at the same time. Get your fourth toe and your pinky toe going now. Good, take a breath in. Let's be aware of how our legs are feeling. Get a little buoyancy in those legs, a little bit of bounce in the knees. Keep giving these nice cleansing breaths. Feel the breath coming into your body. Good, on the next breath, let's move our awareness up so that we're getting a sense of what's happening in our abdominal region and lower back. Feel how your breath expands and then contracts that area. Notice where there's tension, where you might have slept funny, and see if you can allow the breath to release that. Awesome. Let's come up here into the torso here and feel this nice lifted, relaxed posture. Good, feel your ribs expand with your breath. And as you exhale, we'll let them stay lifted. Beautiful. And now go ahead and roll your head on your neck a little bit. Feel that range of motion. Today is a great day to do some singing and do some learning. Let's get connected with what it is to be us right now. Finally, let's take a good breath and feel our entire body at the same time if we can, starting from the feet and just working our way up. Feel your body from the inside out and how it moves with the breath. Keep it a little bit loose. Think about, as you breathe in, we're going to breathe in tall. And as you exhale, we're going to let our limbs relax and hang off of our posture. Let's take another breath in, nice and tall and noble. And as you exhale, allow the body to relax onto your skeleton. Let's do that one more time. Nice full breath. Tall and exhale. Lovely. Okay. Go ahead and shake that out real quick. We're going to do a quick wake up exercise. You know this one. We're going to do the countdown shake. So we're going to count to 4 first. We'll shake our right hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then left hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same right foot, then left foot, and then we're going to go down to 4, then 2, then 1. You ready? Awesome, here we go. We've done this before. Right hand first and shake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And exhale, beautiful. Okay, feeling a little more awake out there in Zoom land? Yeah, I got 1 thumbs up. I love that. That's all I can see. Cool, okay. So next step, let's talk about the breath specifically. This is our power source. So hands on your floating ribs here really quick. As we take a breath, we want to feel them swing out. Beautiful. And as you exhale, let's blow the air out and keep these out so that the abs are sort of coming in. Lovely. Now, if you release the abs, the air will just drop in. Give that a shot. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Go ahead and blow that air out one more time. And let the air drop in. Beautiful. Okay. Great way to do this. I like to put my hands on my head. And we're going to do a quick hiss exercise. So it's going to look like this. We're going to take a good breath, expand everything out. We're going to suspend the breath for a count of 4. That meaning we're not and holding the breath, but we're sort of staying, keeping the throat open so that we could pant if we wanted to. And then we're going to hiss out for a count of 8. Let's get those hands up here. Feel those ribs out. Drop the air in. Suspend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. We are preventing the air moving from where, everybody? That's right. We're using the ribs to prevent the air leaving, not the throat or anything else. Beautiful. Here is air's all the way out and in. Suspend. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hiss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and out. Good. Let's go one more time. Recheck that posture. Beautiful. Air's out. Drop it in. Suspend. 1, 2, 3, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Good. Blow that out. As we're taking our breaths, we want to make sure that we have a lovely long back of the neck. So as we stand in that tall posture, let's go ahead and make sure that back of our neck is a little bit long. Beautiful. Okay. So my brain just exploded. I apologize. It's the morning for me as well. We're going to move right along to the next thing. Great. So we are now breathing. We are now in the present moment. Let's get our voice moving a little bit. Let's start with a nice hum, soft lips, lightly together. Nowhere in particular. We're just going to do some circles in the range. Sounds like this. Join me when you know what to do. We're just sort of waking up the voice. As you're doing this, go ahead and keep going. Chew your jaw a little bit. You can give yourself a little jaw massage and let that release. Lovely. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of smile in it. Sort of wake up our ping. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do a 3-part exercise. We're going to hum, then we're going to sing on an NG, then we're going to bubble, then we're going to open to a vowel. Let's start here on a lovely C. Let's start on an ah. This is our before and after exercise. Just singing a nice ah. Ah, lovely. Shake it out. If you're me, you would then remind yourself to do the things that we've all been doing. Tall, ribs out, nice relaxed breath just dropping in. Let's practice that. Air's out, drops in, and sing. Ah, great. Okay, so follow along with me. We'll start with an ah, then we're going to go to an M, and I will talk you through what we're doing. So just listen up. If you get lost, stop singing and we'll figure it out. Here we go. Here's an ah. Ah. Let's go to an M. And just keep singing. Breathe when you need. Feel tall with that M. All the space in the back, all the beautiful richness that you have. Go ahead and breathe. Come back in. Open to an ah. Notice how that feels in your body. Notice how the sound is richer and rounder. Lovely. Oh, y'all sound beautiful. Let's go back to the M. Lovely. The M is where all of our space lives. Let's go to an NG, a nice bright NG. Let's see it. Go ahead and touch your face here and see if we can find some vibration here around your cheekbones and around your nose. Open to an ah. Back to the NG. Nice and bright and pinging. Lovely. Let's go back to the M. With that tall, let's put the tall back, but let's see if we can keep some of the front of the face ping. Go ahead and roll that around in your head. Really explore the space. Right now, you're the only one who can hear you, so have some fun. It doesn't need to be the prettiest sound ever in the world, but we want to find your tall and we want to find your bright. Lovely. Finally, we're going to go to a bubble. So here's our M, and just straight to an active, bright bubble. Lift your tongue up into an E position. Open to ah. Back to the bubble. Breathe when you need, as usual. And open up. Lovely. Okay. So we've got the M, which gives us tall. We've got the NG, which gives us bright. We've got the bubble, which gives us air. Cool. So those are some brief pieces of getting our resonance together. Now, this part right here is a little harder to do on Zoom, but we are not individuals. We are a group. So let's connect with each other. Let's do this. If we were in person, I would ask somebody to blow a G, but we are not. So I'd love to hear us all. And in a second, we're going to do this. We're going to unmute and we're going to sing a chord together. We're just going to start with an octave. Leads and tenors will be here. Basses and baritones will be here. On a nice, relaxed ooh sound. Okay, so quick way we'll run this on Zoom. I'll ask you to unmute, and then as soon as we're done, I'll ask you to remute. I'll give you the next thing, and we'll re-unmute. Yeah? Cool. I hope that was a yes. Okay, leads and tenors here, basses and baritones here. The goal is to listen and use your whole instrument to reach out and see if we can get a connected sound together. Let's use our ears even on Zoom and see what we can do. You may now unmute. Leads and tenors, basses and baritones. Here's ooh. Cool. Thank you. Let's try an A flat on an ooh. Cool. So I am actually hearing multiple notes. Are you hearing multiple notes coming through? Yes, we're figuring it out. Let's see if we can do a chord really quick. So basses, baritone, lead, tenor. Nice relaxed do. Cool, thank you. Go ahead and remute. Thank you for participating in this experiment of we try to sing a chord, and it almost kind of worked. Okay, so we'll talk more about this in a little bit. When we're on Zoom, unfortunately, you have to be really creative to get these exercises of connection, connecting with each other happening. And that one didn't work as well as I thought. This is all part of the process where we go, cool, how fascinating, and we move right along. Okay, the part that I wanted to mention here at the end that came up is a lot of times we'll get the voice up and going, and then we won't connect to what makes the music really happen, which is our heart. So we're just going to sing, oh, row, row, row your boat. Wherever works in your particular key, and we're going to try some different emotions and see what we can bring into this song. So we'll just start with a general cheerful. Go ahead and remute, by the way, if you haven't yet. Most of you have. Thank you. Bob, I'm gonna be here. We'll just sing it cheerful one time. Sounds like this. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Here we go. Cheerful is the goal. 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Beautiful, nice and cheerful. Okay, let's switch modes. We're gonna sing the same song, but we're gonna go, we're going to be upset. We're going to be angry. Take a second. Let's figure a way to translate those lyrics through anger. And let's give that a shot. See what that does. 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Cool. So when you do that, your voice does change without having to talk about all the bits and pieces. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Let's go flirtatious. We're a flirtatious boat person. Get in that space really quick, change modes. And here we go, 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Cool, very different feel, yeah? Okay, 2 more. This one should be easy for all of us. Let's sing it sleepy. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Beautiful. Okay, that was too realistic. Okay, finally, let's go joyful. Joyful, joyful. 1, 2, 3. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Cool. Awesome. So, remember that whatever we're doing, whatever we're singing, there has to be an emotion, there has to be a story with it, or we're just singing, and we want to be always making music. Cool. So if you would like to, we may now be seated and break these things down, and we'll talk a little bit together. Thank you for participating. I'm still screen sharing. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so let's break these down piece by piece. And I'd love your input as we go through. Am I watching the chat? I am. Okay, cool. So first things first, people come in, they wake up in the morning, they go on a Zoom call, or they walk into rehearsal in the evening, it's been a long day. The first thing we've got to do is release the worries of the future, release everything that's happening in the past, and let's get here in the present. Yeah, before we can dive in and do anything, we need to be here now. So that means we want to get into the present and get into our body. So ways that I think about doing this. Beautiful. Ways that I think about doing this is just dropping in to our body, checking in with what's going on here. Sort of like we did, we inhaled tall and we exhaled nice and relaxed. We want to let go of anything else that's in our brain. We want to get into our body. Okay, only have a little bit of time left. When we're finding the breath, we want to set up silent, relaxed breaths. We want to have our ribs up and engaged. And we want to breathe directly to singing. We never want to hold our breath. So a great way to practice that is panting. That's that suspension of breath. The exercise we did is called the Farinelli exercise. It's named after an Italian dude. You can look it up. But it works out those muscles that are getting that are doing our support for us. Another great way you can do it is a nice, slow, controlled crescendo and diminuendo. Very difficult to do. Counting off the chorus volume-wise, so that they're cleanly. Sorry, doing too many things at once. So that they're cleanly changing dynamic. Want to get the resonance going, get the whole voice alive. Character voices are great for this. I'm rushing through because I got my time mixed up. We want to morph between vowels and try to keep all of each vowel active. We want to align singers with each other. We want to come together. This is easier to do in person. Watch the director exercises, connecting with each other exercises. This is great for clapping together, stomping together rhythms. And finally, we want to make a personal connection with the music. We don't just want to sing. And we want to make it fresh every single time. So we can imagine who we're singing to. We can imagine stories behind where we are. It'll be worth it to challenge the group you're working with to get beyond the default, to get beyond their habits. I am pretty much out of time, so I'm going to skip just this last bit. And I want to thank you very much for being here today. If you want to run through an effective warm-up, make sure you're getting people in the present, connecting them with their breath, getting their resonance alive, connecting them with each other, and finally connecting with the heart that brings the music to life. And that is my thing. Thank you, everybody. If you have questions or thoughts, I would love to hear from you. I'll put my email in the chat. Awesome. I hope the rest of the day is very good. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Drew. I just wish we had a whole bunch more time so we could delve into the details more thoroughly with you. We appreciate your showing us warm-ups and waking us up this morning. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.